Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to Master Your Resilient Mindset Live. And actually, we're not actually live today. This is actually a recording. We will go back to being live here. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, I'm working actually on a workshop. And I will be giving you guys more updates about it here in the days to come. So, on that note, I want to wish everyone, welcome each and every one of you to Welcome Your Resilient Mindset Mondays. I am Angela Willis. If you are new here, my name is Angela Willis. I'm a wealth and wellness entrepreneur and nonprofit leader. And if you are new here again, this channel, I share resilient mindset practices and tools and strategies for people who may currently be in a season of transition, rebuilding, or reset. And I also help people chasing purpose or seeking alignment with others find clarity first. So clarity is so underrated, but it is a rare kingdom treasure that very few people have. And it is also a process, just like mastering your mindset is an ongoing process. So, and I cannot tell you all, again, I cannot tell you all how once, um, once God, I believe God gave me clarity about myself, and for the season that I'm currently in, how I started to become less distracted and lining up with who I believe are the right people. Um, and I want to be clear that this is just not um, Master Your Resilient Mindset is not just my a calling, but this is a movement that I believe that we all have been collectively called to do. And on that note, if you or someone you know is craving clarity, seeking alignment, seeking to align with the right people so they can make strategic power moves, um, get that breakthrough or at least gain momentum, then go ahead, tell a friend, and let them know that we are here. And if you have been following us for the last few weeks, go ahead and go ahead and subscribe. We would definitely love to have you here um, on board with us. So, to I wanted to say to my members of the Vision Board Mindset Reset Circle, um, again, usually I drop a link to join the live, but this time I am again. This is not. It'll be a couple weeks before we may go live again because I'm working on some seminars, and so you guys stay tuned for that because I'm very excited, and I can't wait to share it with you all. So, last but not least, I want to give a shout out to our new members because we are growing. We are growing. Woohoo! I think I have an applause button there. Yeah, we are growing, and I am just so excited. I'm so excited about how our membership is growing. And I want to also give a shout out to all our caregivers out there, to all the those who are in real estate business, to all those who are in the nonprofit world of the sector, all those that are in the wealth and wellness sector, and to of course give a shout out to all of our leaders, bishops, pastors, and of course to all of you all uh, that's here to with me tonight and or watching the replay. So before we get started, I want to do a mental health check-in, and let's pause for just a minute. And on a scale to on a scale of 1 to 5, with one being the lowest and 5 being the greatest, how would you rate your stress level right now? Yeah, I would like to know how would you rate your stress level right now. Mm-hmm. And if you feel, um, yeah, so there's no judgment, um, no judgment, no pressure, just honesty. And I want to go a step further and ask those of you who are feeling a little bit heavier than usual to seek out 2 or 3 people you can reach out to when feeling stressed, anxious, depressed, or nervous. It's okay to um, it's okay to reach out to someone, especially when you are going through a heavy season or a very stressful season. And there is no shame in reaching out and adding to your support system. Now, if you already have a support system, that's awesome. That's terrific. I want to commend you and just say continue to keep up the good work. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm excited, you all. I'm so excited because this is the year. I believe 2026 is the year to do things better with clarity. Clarity about ourselves. And in my last episode, I talked about what does mastering your mindset really mean. And I also shared the importance of self-care for all of you who are caregivers. And I also shared the story of a young lady who really just poured her heart out um, on a caregiver support group page and just really felt like she just felt just stated that she was miserable. She had been a caregiver for quite some time for both of her parents, and she just really just was crying out. And so I did respond to her on the Facebook page. I'm hoping that she did watch the live. I did not hear back from her, but again, I'm hoping that what I said, those words resonated with her and maybe with some of you all who may um, be feeling a little bit stretched, overwhelmed, um, or know someone who's um, feeling a little bit overwhelmed in this season. So, realtors that are in survival mode. And um, tonight's episode is entitled Why Being a Realtor is Hard. And the reason I'm talking about why being a realtor is hard is especially in the beginning years is because I've been a realtor for quite some time and I understand what it is like to struggle. I understand it. And um, like I can attest to um, having to try to build your business up from the ground up, seeking out mentors that seem to be a good fit, or a business coach that you know uh, that seems to be a good fit. And it's not easy. It's really not easy. So tonight's episode is dedicated to my fellow realtors that are in survival mode. And as I mentioned earlier this week, I sat in on a class for new real estate agents. The instructor, who's been doing this for years, said something that honestly brought me to tears. I literally was sitting in the back, um, working on some things I had brought to the office to work on. And as I was listening to the conversation that he was having with the new agents, he said something that brought me to tears. And he said, "There are 7 of you in this room today, but in 5 years, maybe 2 of you will still be in real estate." And the room was so quiet because it was an honest, she wasn't lying. And real estate is not, of course, not like a 9 to 5. You don't see a paycheck every 2 weeks. You might work for weeks, months before you see anything. And with the way this market has been lately, I've seen homes sit for a long time, months at a time. And nobody makes money when a property is just sitting there. Now, mind you, of course, there could be several reasons why it's sitting on the market. Timing, pricing, location, the certain some of those things. But again, nobody is making money when a property is just sitting there. And so, what he said was tough but necessary. And to me, he was basically saying, if you can't nurture people, if you don't like wearing multiple hats, if you aren't good at saving for slow seasons, if you're not teachable, definitely resilient, or have tough skin, you probably need to rethink this career. And he wasn't trying to scare anyone. He was simply telling the truth, because real estate will make you grow up fast. And he was right about getting a coach too. And every agent needs someone to guide them, whether they're new or seasoned. And I, um, just to and make sure, you just want to make sure that it's the right coach for where you want to go. So I want to shift gears a little bit, because a lot of people have been having this conversation and have been coming up to me talking about alignment. Angela, alignment. What is Angela, alignment this? Angela, alignment that? So let's talk about it. As many of you may already know about my father passing away last year, and that was it's been one of the hardest seasons actually of my life. And in the middle of all that grief, I made a poor judgment call that affected someone I highly respected. And I apologize to them. Learned, of course, from it. I prayed about it, and honestly, that situation is the reason why you all really see me standing in this new place today. Had that moment never happened, you wouldn't see this Angela. And as I mentioned last episode, I um, believe that I had hit a turning point, and so much growth have come about since that time, and so many events have lined up too in that time, and I'm just excited about it. I'm just so excited. So I want to talk about alignment for a second, for a minute, and what is alignment really? So alignment can show up in different ways. Sometimes alignment is simply two people working together because they share a goal. Sometimes alignment is just the right pieces coming together at the right time. I want to let that sit for a second. It says sometimes alignment is simply two people working together because they share a common goal. Sometimes alignment is just the right pieces coming together at the right time. So I want to be clear about alignments, the timeline. Some alignments are not forever. Alignments are not always um, anything deep or spiritual. Some are short term, some are seasonal, some are only for one assignment, and some come from the least likely people. And you all know I love sharing stories, and so some of you may recall um, I shared a story a few weeks ago about an old fence, and I'm going to share with you another story. So, or I'm going to share with you, actually, share that story again with you all. So, this situation with this fence, I had no idea who to talk to, who to call, who to go to in order to help me with getting this fence repaired. And so, to my surprise, the least likely people tried to come to my rescue. Now, one of them happened to be a homeless man who had been visiting my church. Yes, a homeless man. Um, and the other was my crazy, difficult next door neighbor whose dog was the culprit of the problem I was having with my fence, because she was breaking into my yard and tearing up my fence, getting into my backyard. So um, I did everything I could. I had actually, so I went over to confront him. And the first time I went to confront him about it, we did not see eye to eye. We did not get anywhere. So, but the second time I had to go, I went over there. You could say I swallowed my pride and went over there and went with the, actually tried to go with with a smile and with the with the most nicest tone I can muster. And to my surprise, he apologized and said, "I saw what you were talking about. You were right." And he even offered to repair or replace the fence for me once I bought purchased the materials. So on my side, so God can use anybody to align with you, and it won't always be the people you expect. I want to talk about. So now I want to just go deep a little, dive a little deeper, and talk about spiritual alignment. And spiritual alignment is different. Spiritual alignment is inner clarity, deep self awareness, and trusting God for direction, even when you don't know the next step. And you all will always hear me say this: clarity does not mean the path is laid out or knowing the next step. Clarity means you trust God while He's laying it out. Or somebody will put that in the chat. Clarity is not about knowing X, Y, and Z, but it means trusting God while He lays it out. While you walk out your faith in Him and with Him. So you all know I can put on my preaching hat at any moment, but let me tell you that clarity will make you face some things about yourself. It will make you face some hard truths. And you can either decide to be in denial, or you can decide that there's no more pretending, and that yeah, you no longer wish to stay in. Yeah, you wish to grow, and as you become more aware. So spiritual alignment is never one and done. It's never one and done. Just like a car needs to get aligned, so do we. We all need tune-ups. We all need resets. Nobody has arrived. And that's why renewing your mind daily is important. And also, there's a scripture that talks about iron sharpens iron, especially when you are finally honest with yourself. So, in closing, if you are craving clarity but don't know where to start, I want to invite you to join me for Spiritual Reset Sundays. I love Spiritual Reset Sundays. This is a space for stillness, reflection, discernment, wisdom, and just breathing, slowing down, and listening. There's no pressure. You can come in at your own pace, and we'll be sure to put the link to our vision board, Mindset Reset group, in the description box so you can check it out. And finally, to my vision board, Mindset Reset group, we are restarting the Proverbs. We're going to do the full book of full 31 chapters of Proverbs. So make sure you read one chapter a day and journal your anything that resonates with you. Keep working on your vision boards. We will have the Vision Board Reset Challenge coming soon. And stay tuned for more information about my workshop that I have coming up, which is actually dealing with navigating loss of a loved one. So before you log off tonight, I want you to write down one thing you refuse to go back to. Put it somewhere where you will see it, because we are not going backwards. We are going to move forward with clarity, alignment, and power. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm praying clarity over you over your entire week. So, on that note, I want to wish you all wealth and wellness. And see you all in my next video.